G'day gamers, we are back with more of our Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous playthrough as a Eldritch Scion. Back, got a new camera all sorted, so we're doing okay. That's annoying. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Sorry, I'm just playing around with layouts in OBS. Okay. When last we left off, what had we done? Yes, we had started to go to... there is no way to go to the world map from here. Okay, so we had started to explore. Did we sell all of our stuff? Pretty much. Okay. That's what I was going to do. Come and see Hillor and get some more people in this group. I need brave and experienced fighters. Now, before we do that, let's have a look at what we've got. So, Nenio, short. Scroll Savant, Wizard, intelligence of 20. Yeah, right, whatever. But, yeah, don't think she's all that useful. Ember seems an interesting character in general, but I haven't played around with the witch class. I don't really want a witch in the group. It's another spellcaster which I don't understand that I've got to put into the party and make some use of. So, no. Lan. Look. Yeah. He's not bad. He seems to be doing really well with his bow. Like, there's no doubt about it. Let me just... No, he will be better off having that. Yes, he's got the weapon proficiency longbow. He has no weapon focus. Way of the bow, longbow. That does give him... that gives him weapon focus. Right. Fine. So he is longbow. I'm not going to give him a short bow. I'm going to keep it. Oh, I'm not going to give him a crossbow. I'm going to keep him on that. So I think we'll keep him. Camellia, do not trust her. Having said that, that guy that we're going to go meet at his place, he did want us to have Camellia in the group. So we might have to do that. We might have to get her in the group just to get that to work. Yeah, okay. That's a bit of a pain, but we can do that. That we can work that out. And then Seela. Look, you know me, I'm not big on clerics, not big on that sort of stuff, but she's actually quite good. She's not a cleric, she's a paladin, and that's fine. And she's actually, I'm finding her reasonably good. I mean, she's not spectacular at anything. I mean, she is hitting good in combat. She's got her heavy armor focus. She also knows pickpocket, which is, interesting. She's got shield focus and dodge. She doesn't have a weapon focus yet by the looks of it. So what I'm considering, here's the thing. Respawn. My answer to that is no. And it's a very simple reason. And that is, I tend not to dual class. I like to play a pure class. And that's actually interesting. I had someone comment on my video that I made when I first started the playthrough as the armored battle mage, and I was talking about how a lot of the new classes, I just didn't like them because they seemed like they were a mix and match of everything. Look, they're not for me. I can see the utility of them, though. Now, here's the thing. If there was a class that gave me features that I wanted, that was like part Kinetic Knight and part something else, and I liked the idea of it, I would do it. But I tend to find the dual classing thing just a little, or the multi-classing, whatever you want to call it, I just find it a little cumbersome. So I tend not to do it. So, yeah. What was your thoughts? Why would you dip into Monk as a Kinetic Knight? What were you trying to get that the Monk had? I'll answer the strength or dex for Kinetic Knight in a sec. Extra AC. Why? Kinetic Knight starts with heavy armor. So here's the problem, right? You said strength or dex for the Kinetic Knight. Dex, definitely. No, don't even have to think about it. Because their weapon identifies as a finessable weapon. So you can get weapon finesse and use your dex to hit rather than your strength. Why is that an advantage? Well, there's an advantage and a disadvantage. I prefer, maybe it's just because it's the new thing for me, the whole finesse fighting thing, but I prefer to go down the finesse route, the dex-based route for combat, rather than the strength. There's an advantage and a disadvantage. I actually replied to somebody in my comments today about this. They asked this exact question. So I don't know if that was you or not. I don't think it was, but it might have been. I prefer dex because you've got one attribute, dex, which is covering both to hit and AC. Now, it's not such a big deal for the Kinetic Knight, but for a Magus who starts with light armor and then progressively moves to medium and then heavy armor, the dex gives you a good bonus at the start to your armor class. You don't get the advantage of it later game, but it doesn't matter by then. You've got heavy armor. The fact of the matter is, though, is I tend to feel medium armor is the better armor for anyone who's using dex, if you can use it, rather than heavy armor. So that's why, even if I was going for a Kinetic Knight, I would wear medium armor, i.e. the breastplate, which gives you, I think it's 6 AC plus 3 points of dex bonus, which means you can get an armor class of 19 if you've got a plus 3 or more in your dex. And that means that you'll have a really good touch AC, you'll have a pretty good flat-footed AC, and you'll have a good just general AC all around. So your heavy armors, I think, barring magical armor, I think the maximum bonus you can get from heavy armor is only 1 or 2 points of dex, right? The bonus for medium armor, the best of those is the breastplate, which gives you 3. Light armor, you can get unlimited dex bonuses in light armor, but it gives you very little actual protection, actual AC, so you're relying mostly on your dex. Because the kinetic blade is finessable, you don't have to use dex, you don't have to use finesse for it, you can use strength. But if I want a little bit of dex on my kinetic knight so that he's got some bonus to protection when he's using heavy or medium armor, then I've got to split points between strength and dex. Whereas you should have got +3. Breastplates have +3 armor. I think I can actually prove that here. I think one of us has a breastplate. So you'll notice here that this banded mail has a maximum of 1. It's heavy armor. That is scale mail. It has a maximum of 3, but that's actually because I think that's a special thing because of that armor. That Let's pop outside for a second, look at and go and talk to the dwarf, Smith, and let's have a look at the different armors. He's over here. So, a breastplate will give you a maximum of 3 dexterity bonus. Yeah, I'm finding bugs with armor when you put on capes or necklaces or things like that. There's something funny going on. You should be able to get a maximum of 3 from breastplate. Where is it? The scale mail, oh, it's 3 as well, but it only has an armor class of 5, whereas the breastplate has an armor class of 6. If we look at the heavier armors, you've got the banded mail, which gives you a maximum of armor class of 7 and a dex of 1, which is a total of 8. Then there is he doesn't have anything heavier than that. Wow. No half plate, no plate, no nothing. Okay, that's interesting. Because I think plate mail, that the best armor that you can, which is like the highest level of. Let me have a look on the wiki. Plate mail, I think, gives you like an armor class of 9, and it's either 1 or 2 points of dexterity. What are we looking for? I'm looking for heavy chest armor. No, let's look at the Pathfinder Kingmaker wiki, not this one, because the Pathfinder Kingmaker wiki, I feel, has more up-to-date information, even though it's a different game. So, if we go to main page, I want items. There we go. Armor and shields. So, full plate armor gives you an armor class of 9 and 1 dexterity bonus. So, the maximum dex bonus you get on non-magical heavy armor is 1. So, what I would do, so if you want that one, you've only got to put 2 points into your dex. You've only got to have a dex of 12 to get that +1 for your heavy armor. But personally, I think a breastplate is better armor, even though it only gives you 9 armor class, whereas full plate gives you 10. Having those 3 points of because what happens is your touch armor is doesn't include the armor bonus of your armor, right? So my armor here, I have 4 points from my armor of armor class, and I have a maximum of 4 points of dexterity, giving me a total of 18, right? So my touch AC here is actually that magic ring of protection plus those engraved lucky braces plus my 4 points of dex-based armor makes me the 16. So 10 plus those 6 points gives me my 16 touch armor. But if I was wearing the breastplate, which was medium armor, it only has a bonus of +3 of +3 dexterity. So that would mean I would be getting 1 less AC in my touch AC, right? But I if I was wearing plate armor though, my touch AC would be 13 because it would be that magic ring, those braces, which is 2, plus the 1 point that my armor allows. And I feel there are a lot of spells in the game and a lot of magical attacks and abilities that opponents have that are touch-based. And I prefer to have a high touch AC where possible, which means not wearing too heavy armor. So medium armor tends to be the place where it's a good point to be. And then your flat-footed is your armor minus your dexterity bonus, right? So again, your medium armor is the really good place to be there because it has high armor class and it generally has less, it doesn't have a lot of dex bonus, but it has some. So it's not your touch. Your flat-footed armor class is better when you're in heavy armor, but you're going to have a really low touch armor class. And so I think medium armor is the way to go. So it's really, for me, as I said, the reason I prefer dex-based, I can attack and defend with the one attribute. I don't have to spread my points between strength and dex to get some good damage, and good hit and damage, and to get good defense. The problem with it is that it reduces, because I'm not using strength, and potentially I'm just going to have a strength of 10, that reduces the carrying capacity of the group as a whole. But you've got things like bags of holding as well as other magical equipment that can improve your strength, which will make up for that. And I'm making a concerted effort these days to be less of a loot goblin. You'll notice in yesterday's episode, I barely looted anything but the enemies that I came across. So that's my reasoning for that. And I'm actually that's what I wanted to start doing in this episode. The first thing I need to do now is I need to go and hire, I've got $6,000. Potentially I could hire 3 companions, but I'm going to hire 2. I'm going to keep Lan and Sailor, or Seela, whatever her name is, in my party. She's going to be in the front row. He's going to be in the back row. And I'm going to grab one more. So I'm going to grab 1 Kinetic Knight, and I'm going to grab 1 Eldritch Archer. And that's going to be my starting point. I'm probably going to leave Camellia in the group, but I'm seriously considering, because she's got such a high dex as well, I'm seriously considering giving her a bow of some sort. But she does not really have anything that's going to help her with that. She's got weapon proficiency, no weapon focus. She does have weapon finesse, so she's not really set up for this. I could also take advantage and respec her to be more of an archer than a fighter, and so that might not be a bad idea. She will then have some small amount of healing ability. She can help Seela to heal, and we'll see how it goes. But if I don't like her, if I eventually want to drop her from the party, I'm probably going to get a dedicated healer who's going to use ranged or magical attacks. Yeah, actually, I hadn't thought about that. I would probably, if I didn't go for fire, like I normally would go for fire, I might actually go for air and take electric. and see how that goes. I think I need to turn the gain down just a touch on my microphone. Let's do that. Okay, so yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's round the corner here. Actually, let's respec Camellia first. Let's do that. I think that's going to be a good first step. So you're a shaman spirit hunter. Okay. Can I not? Can I not take her all the way back to level 1 when I respec? Guess not. I don't get this. What is this doing? Is this just taking her back 1 level and allowing me to make some changes? So she's... I don't get it. I thought it would take her back to level 1 and allow me... Select a character to retrain. So I could change her class. Like, I can't go back to level 1. I'd like to get rid of weapon finesse. Anyway, can't seem to do that, so... So, an acquired ability... Let's do that. She's going to be a healer for us. And then at level 3... Right, that's... right there. Let's take... point blank shot. Okay. And we're going to make that crossbow your primary weapon. And you're going to stay in the back. Okay. So, let's hire... Oh. Damn it, we leveled up. And therefore, it's costing me more now. That's right. Damn it, I forgot about that. Okay, I can only get 1. As of this moment. think I'd rather have... I think I need a kinetic knight. So, kinetic knight. Yep, human. Oh, interesting. What do I want here? I don't need weapon proficiencies, although if there's anything that has proficiency with a shield, that will improve my proficiency with a shield. Which I feel might be interesting. That's only buckler proficiency. I don't want that. Noble. None of those are really going to help all that much from the... Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting farmhand because I want the athletics and law nature and the bonus to fortitude save throws. I don't care about the scythe. I'm not going to be using it. Yep, we're going to stick with dex there, and we need con. So we're going to go 16 for con, 18 for dex. That's it. No other things needed. I'm going to take mobility, law nature, and perception. Alright, and then I want weapon finesse for that. I can't get weapon focus yet, I don't believe. No, I can't. So the next best thing for me to get is shield focus. Unless there's something new that I haven't seen. Like there's mounted combat, which I may end up getting for this guy at some point. There are a few new things in here that I haven't really looked at yet. But for the moment, shield focus will be good. And if I go air, and then break that down into electric blasts, and then what do I want for... I could just take Day. I've got Amadar on my other guy, haven't I? Could do a Rastal, but I'm not... Well, he was a farmer. Yeah, he'll do a Rastal, because he was a farmer. And we're going neutral good for him. And he needs to look a bit like... Maybe? With some sort of shaggy... Yeah, that shaggy hair and that beard. That's close enough. Colours, that's fine.
Their life ends here.
No, turn that off. Oh, he had greens and oranges for colours, didn't he? Let's see. It was like a dark green and that. Yeah, that'll do it.
Mere flesh wound.
Voltus. And I don't know. That'll do for a
I have no use for this.
date of birth. And we should be able to level him up now. So... And we want aerial adaptation to give us some resistance from shock ourselves. And then... we want weapon focus in kinetic blast. There we go. How much money do we have left? 2 grand. Not enough to do much. I'm going to leave him with... Actually, no, I'm not going to leave him with that armor. He's going to swap this armor. What has he got? 21 for an armor class. He's going to swap that armor with Camellia, because Camellia is in the back line now, and he is in the front line. So that's 22. What was the special ability? Oh, okay, against undead. That's fine. Cool. So yeah, touch AC of 13, because I can get 3 decks off that. Otherwise, it would be much, much lower. Flat-footed is nice and high. Armor is nice and high. I got my shield. I'm getting good bonuses from that. Shield focus, heavy shield, crip rate or armor, dexterity bonus. Wonderful. Okay. We need another 2.5 grand or so. Yes, I know about the armor bonus. I'm not entirely a stupid, you know. Buying another breastplate would be a good idea. So I think we'll go and do that. My problem now is I don't... Oh no, I do have the full people in the front row. That's right. Who else am I going to put in the back row? Or do I just only go with 5 people rather than 6 for the moment? I think I will. I think I'll hold back. So let's get a breastplate. Well, hang on. If I get her chain... So her armor class at the moment is 18. If I get her chain, it'll be exactly the same AC, but her touch will go up by 1, her flat-footed will go down by 1. I think I can live with that. Let's get her chain. It's only light armor. But there's no other... Yeah, that gives me +4. I mean, I can get 6 in leather, but it only gives me 2. She's only got 4 in her armor anyway, so that's the best armor for her, and we'll sell that. I don't know if I should keep those on her or not. I also feel like I'm going to sell that light mace. I'm never going to use it, so I might as well sell it. Yeah. So you can have that now. You've got a backup weapon, you'll probably never use it. I tend not to give my characters backup weapons most of the time because I never end up using them. So there's no point in them. Which means I should sell that too. That is a composite longbow. Actually, I think there was a masterwork composite longbow, if I remember rightly. I can't afford any of the good weapons, but that's okay, I don't want them. Masterwork heavy crossbow. I should actually give that to you and sell that. And then, was there a masterwork for you? Was there a masterwork composite longbow? It's a masterwork longbow. Why is this stuff not sorted properly? Masterwork composite longbow. I knew it. Get that. And then, so that means I can sell your composite longbow as well. Yeah. Was there any more arrows? What am I looking for? There was quivers. Actually, I think they're under... Here we go. Quiver of cold iron ammunition. How much was that? 200. Let's do that. And that then is cold iron ammunition for her as well. What? There we go. Okay, you now have that.
It doesn't match my scales.
What are you talking about? You can have that.
No.
Yes.
Would you please keep this ugly thing away from me?
Oh boy. And you've still got the Wand of Cure Light Wounds. That's good. Although, no. Because you're going to be more of our primary healer. And you actually don't need all those potions on you. What have you got? Protection from evil, mage armor, feather step, and that. But you're not coming with us, so... Let's put one of those potions there as well. Excuse me. Right. Reasonably happy with that now. I don't care about that. Now, the other thing that I was thinking about having a look at is there's an exit. I mean, there's an exit over this side as well, which I don't know if it matters which side you exit the base from, but I seem to remember that going down into the basement, there was another way to exit, and I want to see where that goes. So let's go down to the basement. Was there an exit here? What's this? Outside. Oh. Okay. That's just there. What was this thing on the wall? What did that do? And there's another lever here. And then there's another lever here. I don't know what that did. Anyway, let's get out. Let's actually go to the exit over this side and just see what the difference is. Citizen survivor, there's nobody with actual names, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. Okay, let's strip this party down. Okay, we want you, and then you. And then... No. Not that. I really just want you and you. For the time being. No, that did not seem to be a problem.
Save the last one for me.
Okay, before I do anything, actually that's really good. That is actually essentially the formation I wanted them to have. So I don't have to change anything. Trouble is behind us. Is these gnolls? No, it's something called a shear, whatever that is. Never heard of them before. Once again, it's not remembering anything. Now, you need that on always. I will put it over there, but technically we don't have to do that. So, yes, that's your kinetic blade now. Very good. These things are mostly useless, but I'll put them over here anyway. What was that? Resolute. And determined. I think I'll just put these over here. What I do want is I want your charge ready to go. And that's it. Can you charge? You can charge him.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll cut you wide open.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oops, I just skipped my move. Damn it! Oh no, I didn't. Whew, I thought I'd skipped my move. Let's get this guy gone. Very good.
Don't hold back.
You won't survive me.
We need to remove all these around. I'm going to leave that on because you do occasionally use that. We're going to put the healing over there and that there. And okay, so they've got spell resistance. It's not fun, but
The spirits demand your blood!
The light. Take you.
ow.
Strike.
Endure this.
Okay, what are they worth? 100 each. Yep, we'll take them. One tiny step closer. G'day, Sock. So that's one tiny step closer to our next companion that we're going to hire. Let's just do what's that? Okay, we need some healing. That'll do. And let's get out of here. Yep. Didn't like the witch and the scroll savant, and I respect Camellia. I always think of her as Smellier. I don't know why. You've gone and hung on me again, haven't you? And I didn't save after all of that. God, this is getting annoying. And now we've got to process the Vulcan shaders. Is that going to be quick, or am I going to have to go, one moment please, and switch to the on hold music? Thanks. Had to do a lot of fiddling to get it right. Well, it's still not good. No, right here. The green screen's not quite right. But yeah, wasn't actually. I don't know. Like, this is a pretty, well, not a pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive camera. But my other one was just like about a third the price, and lasted me for what, 3 years, something like that. And I felt it did a much better job with the green screen. I had to do so many little fiddles to get that green screen to look right with this one, whereas the other one, I just turned it on, put the green screen behind me, lit the green screen, and bang, it went, yep, I got that color right. Not a problem. So, I don't know. Okay, so we've got to get over to here. Or can I actually just go, I want to be, where is it? Yeah, I want to be over here somewhere. Where was the spot that we sat before? Like here. Will it just find its way and get me there? Let's see. Oh.
This will be quick.
Okay. There is actually a way around. What's the enemy? I hear something, but I don't... Oh, it's just a fly. Camellia.
I'll cut you wide open.
And giant centipedes.
Don't hold back.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The spirits demand your blood.
There better be a bug fix soon for this thing. So many annoying little things that just bug me at the moment. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from, or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened when my adepts, whose acts of treason were a genuine attempt to save the city, and yet again I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try to... And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Tenderlev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? He peers suspiciously at Lan. Lan, at your service. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras all my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before? It must be because you don't ever venture into your underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that your paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade, so you're a mongrel. You obviously know human speech, surprisingly well in fact. At least... Alright, let's be off with you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, we still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in this city. Herlens Shapok, prelate of Canabras, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defenders against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you're doing a sterling job protecting the city. I am Raymond of Edme, Priory of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Helrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sakorians had hung Ali Vorlesh while they had the chance, they never would have been a war. I won't repeat this mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Relat, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Omade. Restricted by the mythic pass. Throughout the game, you occasionally encounter coloured options. Once your mythic pass is set, unique alternative options. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Ayamade, and I won't question yours. I'm going down this path. It looks like, behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. What precisely are you accusing Raymond of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers of his temple tried to secretly access the wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. The wardstone of Canabras, the gift from an Ayamade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain. And followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost caught them when Raymond got in the way, allowing the traitor to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I told you before, and I will tell you again, my people foresaw the attack on the city, and they knew the wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within it, and were simply trying to heal it. I heard similar claims before now. Where was it? Ah, yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies, even for a second, and I was right. Okay. So hang on a sec. Let me have a look. What am I looking for? Deities. Desna. Desna, also known as the Great Dreamer, Lady Luck and Mother Moon, the goddess of dreams, luck, stars and travellers, is among the most ancient of deities. While her peers burdened themselves with the task of creating Golarion, she spent her time building the heavens. She knew there would be plenty of time for her and her followers to explore the many wonders of the world later. She changed little since those early days, and she and her followers delight in exploring the world. She's basically chaotic good. Okay. I'm going to say nothing. No, well, I don't like the lawful option because he may have been trying to save it. They are good, after all. Or at least that's what they're supposed to be. I guess I could take the chaotic option. That's sort of what I want to do, even though I'm playing lawful good. Stop, you are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than beat each other's throats in the ruins of the city? You're a fool, Horlin. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weak and you wouldn't listen, and I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it, and now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong, as always. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. What about you? If you truly had been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favour and masquerade in all manners of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canabras would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This is a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees come up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter, everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the sea, the Crusade accept all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it, the light of the goddess burning them all, so they threw the blood from afar, splattering the Wardstone from every direction, and the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Meningo is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks, and the creatures were right too. We let our guards down and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it's burned into townfolk's memories. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, and all the rabble who coveted Arilu's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baylor Korama Zadar, and they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Daskari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess cursed him in order to break through our defences, and what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. So, Remian really warned you about the attack. Those crazed Desnians were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold, hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some time of contamination or taint. Iamade forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogators, but instead I simply increased the surveillance on him, and what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic, and not 3 days later the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events, whether deliberately or under demonic influence. The Desnans played right into the hands of the Daskari horde, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Remian covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guard. After that, what else can he do but be a traitor and a heretic? There's nothing dangerous in this hole. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It's no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offerings love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beast decides to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Nonsense. I had to deal with a brood and a basu. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. You're not sure if his wounds truly are minor or if it's all just bravado. I'm not going to do that because I don't want the mission to find this guy. I think he's wrong. I have to go. Go then if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Well, I'm not going to return with the head of that scum because you are a bit deluded, I'm afraid. I did notice out of the corner of my eye that there was some people standing just down there a moment ago. And I was wondering who they were. There was someone in blue. Oh, it's some mongrels. Okay. They found a way up from down there. Or some such. Anything interesting over here? Not really. Let's go over this way. Lots of dead bodies. Yeah, I'm not too interested in loot at the moment. Although knowing my luck, it means I will skip something that would have been, well, like that maybe. Midnight Bolt. The owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or reduced. This bolt cannot miss. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, baddies. Just over this way.
Test of my abilities.
Who said that? Oh, that would have been Lan. Fighter, Dretch, Cleric, Cultist, Cleric.
You are today's sacrifice. Tashani Savitur.
That fear work? Yes, it did. Yep, get that going. No, like that as well. Sure. Oh, and I hate it when it does that. Lan, you can take that cleric. Very nice. Voltus. Beautiful. That was a good hit. Cannot complain about that. And then Sealer, can you charge? You can't charge in to get to anybody. Okay.
Into the fray.
Yeah, I don't often actually play lawful good. I tend to play neutral good with these characters, but I feel like I had to, I don't know, I just felt like playing lawful good this time, and yeah, it may actually be a bit of a detriment. I might slide on over to neutral good a little bit, I think, and see what happens.
Endure this.
Very good.
You should have run.
without risk.
Now that's interesting. I thought in Pathfinder Kingmaker, when you killed the person who had cast the fear spell, it basically got rid of the fear. Mayhaps I was wrong. No, don't want any of that. Ooh, half plate. There we go. And it's enchanted too. That javelin's not worth it. That's not worth it. We'll take the scrolls. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. And I don't want leather armor. What was that half plate? Half plate +1. We know who's getting that. From 23 to 24. There we go. See, it's dropped her touch AC. That's the big problem. But she's only got +1 AC anyway. +1 dex anyway, so... Midnight Bolt. I feel like I want you to have that. We might try and work out the best time to use that. What's that? Oh god, I hate swarms. They are so annoying. Even that didn't kill them. Like, Burning Hands is the thing that should have been made to kill swarms.
Make every strike count.
Go for their hearts!
This will hurt!
The light, take you!
Okay, so that wasn't a problem. Okay, bunch of people killed by ordinary weapons. That's discouraging. Is there anything around here worth noting? No. That's back to where Buggerlugs was, so let's come over this way. Might as well head up these stairs. That look, oh no, it's a shield. I was going to say it looks like a trap, but it's not. Shh, don't forget to quick save, Tony. Stranger. That's not good. Stuck behind a pole. Unable to charge.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll cut you wide open.
Don't hold back!
Let's turn that off.
You won't survive me. Did you see that?
You can trust me.
Turn that off for you as well. Okay. Nothing on those guys. What's that? A statue of Amadei. I thought so. Ooh. DC 15 mobility check.
Well, this didn't go well.
Okay, we all took a little bit of damage there. That area exit, that leads out that way. Okay. Let's just... Oops, wrong person. Okay.
Yet another obstacle.
Operane sentes.
The spirits demand your blood.
My turn.
Endure this!
Strike!
You are today's sacrifice.
Got him.
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk!
Ow!
You should have run!
Magnetium Turinos.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray!
Damn it. Can't do that.
This will hurt!
What's going on?
You won't survive me.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's always a danger trying to stand up when they're still there.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Don't hold back!
Magnetium Turinos.
Endure this!
Land seems to be doing most of the damage at the moment. Take that. How much is that? No, that heavy crossbow is not worth it. Take that. That and that. That did nothing.
Well,
what are we doing? Nothing there. Oh, another one of those things. What is that? Grey pox. Oh, great. So you're telling me I've got... That's going to take 1d6 strength damage when it really finally hits me. Oh, there's two of them. What is that? Key power, extra attack.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, I know about their damage reduction. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. This, however, did nothing. And that did nothing as well. How about you lay on hands on him? There we go.
Strike!
This evoker's got to die. And you missed.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light take you!
Hey! Critical hit. All right. If there was one time we needed a critical hit, that was it. Is that the wizard? Okay, the evoker's really low on health. That's good. This guy. Oh, he's a camp. He's a demon as well. Damn it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Good. One less problem. Okay, Lan.
You won't survive me.
And that hardly did any damage at all to that guy.
Could this happen?
Into the fray!
Oh, God. It's doing such pitiful amounts of healing.
Endure this.
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
That did nothing. Oh, I must have been at he must have been at -8 health.
Make every strike count.
I'll just sit here.
Oh,
Worry
great.
about me.
The spirits demand your blood.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, maybe we will switch to our backup weapons.
Sacrifice.
You won't survive me.
Okay, that was less than ideal. Some sort of magic club. What does this guy have? Punch dagger, crossbow, that and that. We've got loot there, and loot there. Take the masterwork dagger. Don't want the rest of it. Okay, so you made it. Good to see you all. How's old soul doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, don't worry, we'll make our mind up. He'll make his mind up soon. We won't be hanging around underground for much longer. What are you doing here? Thank you. We made it to the surface to fight the demons. The shield maze fell, but Sol slowed everything down. He's an old man. He's afraid of everything. But we can't sit in the dark like root vegetables. Well, big things are happening up above. Tried to follow you through the shield maze. We emerged into some kind of fortress, but there were too many demons there. Then we dug out another passage into the city. It took days, but we did it. We're ready to fight. That sounds like a good option. Not sure when we're going to do that, but it is something we can do. We are, as it is obvious, rather injured. I don't want to keep using healing potions, though. But
I think the voice of the spirits.
I could risk sleeping here, but that, as I said, risk. That seems rather risky to me. The other option is to make my way to, say, this exit, head back to the tavern, and heal up there, which is sort of what I'm tempted to do at the moment. So let's see if we can make that happen. Is this the right way? It is. Very good. Is this area exit going to allow us to go back? We've got lots of stuff, lots of carry weight, so we can pick up a lot of stuff, I guess. Because we're going to need to sell a lot if we want to hire another companion.
The light take you.
Go for their hearts!
This will hurt!
Endure this!
What was that? Club with nails.
It'll be tough.
Right, on with it. We didn't have anything else to sell. Don't have quite enough to hire my final companion. I'll add her just so that I've got one extra bow in the party. We already searched that, didn't we? Okay, that's nice that we got back to there. Come over here again. Right, nothing more to do here. Ah, let's come up here. That, I knew there was something we were missing. Okay, we can't get through there at the moment.
I did it! It happens sometimes.
Fire was no accident. It looks like work of a Brimoric or pyromanic demon.
ends here!
An abracadabra and a vermlek.
Surrender or else!
Make every strike count.
No, switch back to the bow, please.
I'll cut you wide open!
I can do it without charging, so... Oh, there's two of the vermleks. Okay. Get you there. You can't attack anyone this round anyway, but... it's fine. Oh, that's fun. Okay, we know what we've got to do now.
For apologies.
Every
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
arrow that we can put into these
Spirits
guys.
demand your blood.
Don't hold back!
Okay, spell resistance. Not great.
No glory without risk. Hey!
Ooh.
I'll hit you!
That guy healed somehow.
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice!
Can I... Good.
Strike!
Into the fray.
You won't stop us.
Endure this!
Go for their hearts!
Trying to reduce their numbers by 1 is more important.
The light take you.
Surrender or else!
Make every strike count.
I'll cut you wide open!
Right. Can't go any further this way, so... into the house. I haven't been to the other houses that were... sort of... this one here is my kinetic knight mercenary that I've hired. And as soon as I have the gold, this one is going away, and I'm going to be adding in a Eldritch Archer.
No, they did.
This will hurt.
What are we looking at?
Something here.
A Brimarack and some Dretch. Might just move you to there. Can we get you to go... yeah, that's a good spot. And then put an arrow into that Dretch, please. Thank you. Likewise, if you can go there...
Too late for apologies.
and miss, that would be good.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
And then how far can you can get to like there? Beautiful.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. This is not my time yet.
Yeah, I felt like that would happen. Ooh. Destructible terrain. That... oh no, maybe not. Did it? Yeah, that did. It blew a hole in the wall. Sort of. Oh no, that's just the... yeah.
Don't hold back.
Can you shoot him?
Today's sacrifice.
You can. Very nice. And you.
I'll hit you.
And you missed, of course. I don't know why you're missing so much, but you are.
Into the fray.
You won't survive me.
Continue
This was
fighting
unexpected.
everyone.
Right.
Go for their hearts.
No glory without risk.
Oh god, that only got him to a 0 health.
The light take you. Into the fray.
Oh, come on. His armor class is only 15. How the hell did she miss that?
Endure this. Make every strike count.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
This is...
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
These demons are getting very, very hard at the moment. Abrupt Force. Interesting name for a scimitar. What does it do? Once per round, whenever this +1 cold iron scimitar lands a hit on an enemy, the target must pass Fortitude save or be stunned for 1 round. Damn, that's good. If only it was finessable, or if I hadn't have picked, you know, if I had done a strength-based build, I'd be able to use that. And that wouldn't be a bad weapon. I mean, it only does 1d6, so it's not great. Can we get this trap taken care of, please?
I hope you appreciate this.
So I feel like I have to go all the way back. Let's try camping here and see what happens. I should have saved first. There we go, save. It wants us to rest for 2 days. What if I only rest 14 hours?
My sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm.
Hang on.
So,
No, I wanted to load. Quick save, thank you. Because they said Camellia had a spell slot which I hadn't used, hadn't set up yet, so I should have taken note of that. Oh. What about her first level spells? Yeah, no, that's all. And seeing as she is our unofficial healer at the moment, I think the only thing I can put in there is bull strength, isn't it? Okay. Now what if we rest? Failed to weaken the impact of corruption, failed to camouflage. So why did that thing want us to rest for 2 days when we were able to just rest for 14 hours and get all of our health back. If it was just to get rid of his death's door, that's a nuisance. Back, let's do a full save here. I'm not really going to be trusting her with healing, Sock. I'm considering getting rid of her and getting an actual cleric. Just a plain Jane, everyday, cleric. Okay, we can't get through there. I probably should go back to the what's her name and rest up so I can get rid of his death's door condition. But we'll see how we go.
The mongrel did it.
Okay, we can't go in there. Watch it, watch it. What are you doing? You'll bloody crush me. A young tiefling is trapped. Quit whining. Hey, alarm, someone's coming. Maybe he will help us. Wise up, would you, before you get us killed. Let's make a run for it while we still can. Okay, it's obvious that something's going on here. Who are you? Just simple citizens. We used to live here, but now... Yeah, we just lived our lives, didn't do nobody any harm, and then kaboom, the place fell about our ears. They're hiding something. Tell me who you are and what you're doing here. All right, all right. People call us the thieflings. We kind of skirt around the edge of the law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy cayenne wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in the city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads to the Grey Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things for him that his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a public service. Enough. Get these rocks off me. So we found the entrance to the Grey Garrison. Okay, so we just got fatigued by that because we failed our check. I'm alive, all in one piece, give or take. Thank you, I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward, it's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Okay, let's see if they'll help us. We'll be torched on sight. Irabeth Tirablade from the Eagle Watch. Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the big shots in this town and actually treat us with any decency. Why should we risk our neck for the Crusaders? Because Irabeth risked her neck for ours. She saved us from the creep Ulran, yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless Tuareg would refuse to help her after all this. I'm not listening to any of this. What do you want? I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then, I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. We made some good money in the city. You'd be ashamed to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. Enough yammering. So long. Okay, so we're going to get some help there by the looks of it. And we now have a way into where we need to go. Stranger. The absence of an answer is an answer too. We saw someone say that earlier. What was that? We were doing... That was yesterday. When we were getting questioned by... What's her name? The mage. The scroll savant.
Can't hide from me.
Judging by the size of the bloodstain, the body of something truly enormous was dragged over here. 10 to live, most likely. Okay. Thank the gods. I found someone who isn't fleeing in panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries? I'm a servant of Count Drain Kale Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Only the next street over. Gratitude of a rich, influential man can only benefit us. You've heard about the Andre family before. This wealthy and noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young count, was an infamous reputation, well known for being a rake and a rogue. Sure, I'll help. It's not far. You're better off entering from the next street over, though. The passage I used to get out. I hate to think what the count is if I don't bring back help. So, what's along this way? This is the area exit. So the dragon got dragged off that way. And that's to the west. Just curious to remember that for next time. Here we go. Alright, what's this? Hear me, take heed. The hordes of the Abyss march on Tenebris. The Wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. What was that? It was almost as if that weapon said something. Let's talk to Raymond. So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you first, hear me out. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We had a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel known to us, bestowed to us by the great dreamer herself, and they have come to us in dreams. Prelate Hulran brushed them off as meaningless revelries, and well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but every ordinary dream, even ordinary dreams, are gifts from Desna, and always worthy of attention. The prelate and all the crusade leaders, for all that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Tenebris. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstones in our city, the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burned at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. What if the dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have gotten the victim of the false dreams sent... could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. But here, in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to interrupt our dreams in any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Tell me about the rituals you performed on the Wardstone. When my attempt to open Holland's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I've never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them, I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want, and you don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. You've got it made. For pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others? These are not children we're discussing here. They're grown adults endowed with their own free will. Praise the goddess. Of course, we all help one another, but in the final reckoning, each of us decides how we will act, and each must answer for their choices. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the Wardstone in secret to try and cleanse it, but to Holland this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors tamed them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeon and quite likely death. Why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer? Because my people need me and will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away. Why are you feuding? I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if it wasn't possible, I have always tried to help him fulfill the mission he's taken upon himself, and to which he has proved. Really love Pepsi. Yeah, I do. Proved fairly ill-suited, protecting Canabras against demons. Unfortunately, he is convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in his witch hunt. Now there is clearly no one left to stand in the way. He is finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Is there a chance you can resolve the conflict? I don't know. Holland's faith is truly formidable. Not only his faith in Armide, but in his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. But even so, Desna teaches us to never lose hope. Talk to him, try to explain that we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him, bind his hands, but I beg you, if at all possible, do not kill him. I have to go. Wait. 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you find them and protect them against the demons and vigilance like Halloran. I'm going to rest until you find them. Anyone else you can do to save Canabras, please do it. Stranger, wait. You spared Raymond despite what the Mad Inquisitor told you. Oh, hang on, I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Holland's dogs aren't lurking nearby. Pale youth materialized before you. His face looks haggard from the lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to speak to someone. So you're one of the Desna adepts that tried to break into the Wardstone? Yes, I am Ike's cleric of Desna and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned the demons were planning to attack Canabras and do something terrible to the Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Prelate Halloran refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back, or take action even though it could cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand by in the face of such deadly threats? How did you even come up with such a plan? How could we not come up with that plan? Listen, Desna is the goddess of luck. With luck, as many lay people would understand it, but luck as many lay people will understand it, and in luck as we, the followers of the music of spheres, see it afar from the same thing. Other people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which, even in the darkest hour of the most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. But you've got to seize this chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and inaction. That's why when Canabras was in trouble, we did as our goddess has taught us. We took the matter into our own hands and tried in a moment of desperation to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. You were trying to help. Can they punish you if you were trying to help? Is that allowed? Sometimes it's even necessary. What were you planning to do to the Wardstone? Our plan was to get to it and then follow our instincts, but there were 3 of us, a cleric, a mage, and a bard. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. if we'd had enough time, I'm sure we'd have figured out what's wrong with the Wardstone and how to heal it, but they didn't give us the time. Yes, the local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kid trying to break into the Wardstone, apparently some of ours, but who even knows these days? I know there's no evil in you. I can sense things like that, but what you did was so stupid and impulsive, someone could have gotten hurt. I know that from experience. So you lot decided that you needed to do something right away, so you did something right away. Great work. As I said, I'm thinking about moving from lawful to be like neutral good, so I have to do a few chaotic things, but I also agree with this. How could a zealot like Holwyn become the respected defender of Canabras? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. People living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else, and that's why they were prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocence. Also, Holwyn hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Litter, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Holwyn trusts him completely, and Litter always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Litter left Canabras in pursuit of some particularly vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Holwyn attack Raymond. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get into the Wardstone. We'd all be in a cell right now. Where are your fellow worshippers and how many of them are? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors. Whose voice have you been hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We have a choice. We can trust her, accept that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming like Holwyn. We decided to trust the voice. And seeing Canabras devastated, which is what our allies tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had the truth on their side. Do you need help? Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chance. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thrall the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It will only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Aranka first. She will know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious healer can send us a new message. A mysterious helper can send us a new message that will reveal what is coming from the demons. I have to go. Okie dokie. Let's quick save. Can we go into the temple? Just curious what's in there. Not much. A book. Doesn't feel like it's worth taking. A handful of gold. The altar of Desna, goddess of luck, patron deity of travellers and dreamers. I almost wished I'd chosen Desna as my patron when I built this character now. I think I need the luck. Right. Let's over this way. Oh, I was going to say more chasm, but we've also got more bad guys. So let's...
They will break against
There
our
we go.
resolve.
This shouldn't be too bad. Whose turn is it? Yours.
Surrender or else.
Oh, you finally hit someone. Yay. How about you charge in and thwack him good. Oh, what do we got? Another cultist fighter back. Oh, cultist evoker. Alrighty. Are you going? No, swap over to that. No. Oh, damn it. It's not letting me swap your weapons now. It's not right. Beautiful. I don't suppose you can charge him or that one, so just walk there.
Take you.
Go!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Too late for apologies.
Don't hold back!
I'll cut you wide open.
Into the fray.
You won't survive me.
Okay, what do we get? Just junk.
Open your heart to me.
I don't think so.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Yeah, I know about flat-footed. Okay, couldn't get over the spell resistance.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay.
I'll hit you.
Strike!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Endure this! This is not my time yet.
You are today's sacrifice. You won't stop us.
You should have run!
The light take you.
What I really want is some way for him to get out of the line of fire a little bit.
Make every strike count.
Okay, that's good. Concentrate on somebody else for a moment.
Go for their hearts.
This will hurt!
Into the fray.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll cut you wide open. Surrender or else.
Don't hold back!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You won't survive me.
Alrighty. Cold Iron Short Spear +1, eh? I don't know, this, I feel like there's a balancing issue a little bit here. Like, I sort of always thought there was going to be a balancing issue in the game, because anytime you bring in something like demons, who, yeah, have things like spell resistance and stuff like that, it's and even just damage reduction that most of them have. I mean, if you look here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, even the damage that we're doing normally to them is reduced. So these guys have damage reduction and spell resistances. You know, that's
What's on your mind?
not exactly fair. And I don't know, I just feel, I always felt that was going to be a problem with this game. And then when we started playing and we ended up, you know, underground and fighting all that stuff over there, I went, oh, okay, that's not too bad then. You know, we're not being, you know, we're not just being thrown at waves of demons. Maybe it's not going to be so bad all the time, but it's getting to the point now where, you know, every single, I mean, I don't expect it to be a cakewalk, but, you know, even just a single demon as an opponent. What is that? It's a cat. Received item, tiger. What is that? Slimy skin. Ugh. What is tiger? Is that one? Yeah, okay. Summon a pet cat. Yeah, we're going to be selling that. For sure.
Save the last one for me.
Let's let him come to us. Let's drop a flare on him. Damn it, he saved. Okay. Yep. Let him come to us. What have you got? Let's put a slumber on the guy in the back. Wonderful. And then, yeah, you can wait. Let him come to us. Uh-oh. An evoker in the background that I didn't know. Oh, two of them. Okay.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay, that's one down. That's good. Didn't realise that there was going to be... I should have expected there to be wizards back there. Or something.
Endure this.
Okay, he's almost dead. Wonderful. How about you charge in and What the... Oh, I hate it when charge doesn't work properly like that.
Too late for apologies.
Okay, you charge in then.
You are today's sacrifice.
Make every strike count.
We should move.
No, we should search the bodies. Leave that for the moment. What's in the chest? Pick the lock, please. Ah, that's going to be something we're going to have. Oh, I'm doing it better than... Oh, no. I was going to say, I was doing it better than
I am helpful.
Camellia,
Am I not?
whatever her name is. Yeah, we'll take all of that, but it's garbage. Might pick up the rest of that later. This is so annoying. These guys are getting... What annoys me the most is the fact that the healing potions just... I know it's supposed to be random, but it always seems to me like they do less healing when you need it the most. Anything else over this way? Can we go around that corner? I guess we can, but we're going to go back into this building.
There's something here.
I hope you appreciate this.
I sort of almost expected there to be bad guys waiting in that next room. Scroll of protection from chaos. Ooh, cellars.
They will break against our resolve.
You should have run!
The light, take you!
I'll hit you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
Why did combat not stop? Okay. I don't know what's going on there.
Into the fray!
This will hurt!
I'll cut you wide open!
won't survive me.
You won't stop us.
I don't get this. How am I supposed to get through this blockage? And why does it keep failing and zapping me? Shadow Demon.
The spirits demand your blood!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Don't hold back!
Surrender, or else!
Endure this! Are we in trouble yet?
I don't get it. These fighters must have been caught off guard. They died before they could even draw their weapons. Their bodies are covered in a thin layer of ice that is slowly melting.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
You've encountered the enemy Shadow Demon. Their damage is incorporeal. It receives no damage from non-magical weapons. Incorporeal creatures received half damage from magical weapons and spells. Where is he? Oh. There he is. Okay, so if we can only do damage with magical weapons, well, that for a start is a magical weapon, is it not? No, it's not. That is, though. So we might get you swap to that.
Strike! Huh?
Okay. It's a miss. Let's make my weapon magical. Okay, we did a little bit of damage to him. Whose turn now? Lands. I don't know if there's going to be anything you can do, Lan.
Make every strike count.
Okay, you are doing a bit of damage. That's good. Ember. You're not in a good position for... Well, maybe you are in a good position for burning hands, actually.
Pain is excruciating.
Ouch. Okay, you did damage to Drake. Yeah, you did do damage to the demon, too. So that's good. How did you not... Oh, you also did damage to Sealer and Camellia. How did you do that? It didn't look like it was going to do that damage initially. Camellia, I think you need to switch to that. And then charge up
Today's sacrifice.
your weapon like that.
I still got it. You son of run!
Let me just check. Is my weapon still considered magical? It is. Temporary enchantment. Beautiful. Good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We're wearing him down. Can you heal? Who? Me, actually.
Yes.
It didn't help a huge lot, but that's fine. Your weapon should also be enchanted at the moment, so
Go for their hearts.
go nuts. And
The light take you into the fray.
but
The inheritor,
you
guide
can't-
my blade.
can't reach him from there by the looks of it. I had a feeling that was going to happen, and that.
You won't survive me.
Yes.
I'll cut you wide open.
The light take you.
Why is combat not over? And we don't get anything from that. Can we get through this now?
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
What's in the chest?
I am helpful, am I not?
Unidentified composite longbow. Wicked longbow. Don't know if I like the sound of that. It's a +2 composite longbow. Whenever it confirms a critical hit on an enemy, the target must pass will saving throw or suffer a curse. This cursed creature suffers -1 penalty to will, -2 to fortitude, and -3 to reflex save throws. It can be removed. Well, okay. I mean, it's a +2 composite longbow, so that's going to make Lan even more effective than he currently is. But that enchantment is garbage. Because, you know, if Lan is attacking someone with this, you would hope within a handful of rounds they're going to be dead. So that curse is only going to be useful if you can then follow it up with something that is going to be requiring them to do a will, fortitude, or reflex save. That's the problem I have with curses. They're sort of wishy-washy. Okay. Anyway, we've done that. Let's get out of this dungeon. I should have thought of using that scroll of invisible before I wounded ourselves quite so much. Ooh, there's a big battle going on somewhere near us. The problem is, I don't feel we're in any state to have anything to do with it. We need to rest and heal. Well, actually, what are we doing? Come up here. And let's camp here. As if anywhere is going to be reasonably safe to camp, surely right in front of the church is a good place. Okay, now let's see if we can work out where the battle is. Where were we? We went into that house there. But I feel the battle is over this way somewhere. So how do we get over there? We've got to come down this way. Back this way. Yeah, and around this way. That's the Inquisitor there. What was in that loot?
Yet another obstacle.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we got to get up there into the fray, as it were. You need to change weapons too. I mean, it's only giant centipedes. I almost doubt whether they're going to need our help.
Too late for apologies.
Oh, I need to swap you back too out of that weapon. Yeah, they don't really need our help. You can use that. What did that do again? Oh, that's right, stuns them. How do we get over to here? I've done it before. That's right, we've got to make that athletics check there.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Interesting.
Rumbledore the actor. Reveal, O dearest darling beauty mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend a time, but loved him. What? Pass me my ale, will you? Move the pile of junk. Look, the door is open and now we're completely mercy of whatever's up there, if it's really a demon. Nothing to fear with the power of inspiration after all, but hand over my ladle and that rolling pin. Kem the Sound Master and Rumbledum the actor, Grandma Gretlin the director. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretel, theatre director, and these are members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance, the one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid to that daft idea. Oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny, especially your play where the woman slowly climbs into the chair while singing and then falls off. Well, it's actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea like the finger of a giant, and the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times, but I'm glad you liked it. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Can you get somewhere safe? Don't worry, we're going to our basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin, our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry, we know what we're doing. Thank you again. Okay. There was nothing else. No, there was nothing else there. Okay.
The heartbeat quickens.
What is it this time? Ghouls! Alright.
The spirits to
Oh, damn it. I forgot she's not using the right weapon.
Make every strike count.
And there's zombies over there.
I'll hit you.
Into the fray!
This will hurt!
You are today's sacrifice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You won't stop us.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Don't hold back!
And there's zombies over this way.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Just zombie. Yep. Who's that? You can go back to your bow, please.
Go for their hearts!
Here we go.
You won't survive me.
Surrender or else! I'll cut you wide open!
This will be quick!
Let's move up to help her. It's probably just more zombies coming up the hill. Make our stand here. No, it's shadows. Oh, what the hell? They're up there. Huh?
Endure this!
Hate it when it misclicks like that.
Too late for apologies!
Strike!
The light take you.
Make every strike count.
Okay, so that's an area exit. Go down there, there's stuff to look at, but I think there's stuff down this way as well. So let's just search this area first. Looks like mostly a dead end. City has fallen at last. How glorious. Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time on my true passion, reanimating the dead.
They will break against our resolve.
Fireball would have gone down well right about there.
I'll hit you.
Okay, 5 damage, not to be sneezed at. Haste isn't going to be fun, but let's get rid of this necromancer first.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
If we can, of course.
Spirits demand your blood.
He's got some health to him. What is that? That's just a zombie. Actually, it's more important to take out the necromancer. You can take out the zombie.
Into the fray.
You won't stop us.
You won't survive me.
Nope. He won't.
You are today's sacrifice.
Okay.
This will hurt. No.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Damn it, he's saved.
Endure this.
Go for their hearts.
Okay. A glaive, that should sell quite well. Nothing else around here. Doesn't look like it. Unless there's something hidden over there. Okay, we've uncovered a good portion of the city. There's only a little bit to go, but I have enough to get my next companion, and I'm aware of the fact that I'm about to level up before too much longer. So what we might do, yeah, we might collect all of that. And we head back here. Wow, we did it without getting attacked. It's amazing. So let's come over here. Let's sell some stuff. See how much money we can get. Actually, first of all, is there anything I want to keep? Cold Iron Short Spear, no. The Glaive, Dark Horn. Okay. No, I don't think there's anything there I really want to keep. Okay, sell that. Don't want that, don't want that. Actually, might keep those, put them on my character. Don't want that, that, or that. Those are mage armor. I'm not really using them though, so let's sell them for the money. Don't want that. Don't want that. Remove fear, remove paralysis, remove sickness, lesser restoration. Okay, we're going to sell that. We're going to sell him. Rid of that. Oops, what was that? Okay, I get enough to hire 2 more companions. And even equip them if I want. Let's put that away, and actually for the moment, let's put that away as well. Because I don't feel like I really need it. Let's rest.
Did you break another one of the straps on your armor? Here, let me show you an...
Wow.
So let's double check. Let's make sure, yep, he is all fixed up. I've got a way to go to get over to neutral good, but we'll see what happens. Oh, what's going on? Demons. The demons are attacking. Oh no, I was... Please, talk to Irabeth as soon as you can. Help us defend the tavern. I am going to leave it here. When we come back in the next episode, we are going to quickly talk to Hillor, get our 2 companions that we need, and then resolve this attack on the tavern. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm enjoying how this is going so far, with the exception of the annoying little bugs, which I hope for some reason they fix soon. But Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks a lot. Bye now.